Movie guy Will Meyer is here on a perfect day to watch a movie. We're talking about the top hits in the box office, and this first one is called Annihilation. You said it's kind of weird?
This weird is an understatement, I would say. This is a strange, cerebral sci-fi movie. It stars Natalie Portman. She's a biologist and former soldier who goes on a mission to uncover the truth about what happened to her husband inside this place called the Shimmer, which is this strange bubble that's been expanding across the nation. And once she goes inside, she discovers a place that is terrifying yet beautiful, and she has to uncover the truth about what happened to her husband and escape before she loses her sanity and possibly her life. So this is directed by Alex Garland, who brought us another sci-fi film, Ex Machina, a couple years ago. Yeah, Daniel, this is the boldest, riskiest studio movie since last year's Mother. This is one that is just very unconventional, but it is original. It's a movie that kind of continues to upend your expectations while you're watching it and takes you to strange and interesting places. It has kind of a slow, deliberate pace, though, which I didn't really expect. This movie does kind of lull you into a dreamlike state, which is a good thing, but I wish it had more tension. It's a movie that sometimes wants you to be on the edge of your seat. It throws a curveball at you, but it kind of fails to get you there. I was struggling to stay with this movie at times. A couple other problems with this movie, but I generally like what it's about. It asks thought-provoking questions about mortality, about guilt, but it all leads to this climax that is just a tour de force of weirdness. This is a divisive ending that you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. Not only because it's strange, but because it kind of refuses to explain itself. And so I kind of dug it. I mean, this is a bold, risky, interesting film in an era where we get a lot of recycled entertainment. And this movie kind of is just creepy, and it stuck with me long after it was over, so I think that's the sign of a good movie. I want to go back and see it again, but I'd say 3 out of 4 stars. I enjoyed it.
So maybe if you're looking for something different, that's
absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, be prepared for something strange and bizarre if you go see this.
All right, next up is Game Night. This one's a comedy.
Comedy, yeah. This is one that stars Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams. They play Max and Annie, a couple that hosts a weekly game night. But one week their game night is kicked up a notch when Bateman's brother, who's Kyle Chandler, when he comes and introduces a murder mystery party. They play along, but soon it becomes unclear what's real and what's part of the game. This is a movie that, like I said, it's a big budget R-rated studio comedy.
Cast.
Good cast. And but we get a lot of these R-rated comedies in the wake of The Hangover and Bridesmaids. Very few are that good, though, but this one is better than most. Surprising amount of laughs in this movie. I thought it had a tight script, some sharp, witty dialogue, some great deadpan humor, some good slapstick sequences, and this cast, like you said, they play really well together, too. Not only is Bateman really good, but Rachel McAdams gets to shine in a comedy in a way that she hasn't in a long time. And Jesse Plemons plays the creepy, awkward neighbor. Daniel, anytime this guy was on screen, I was laughing hysterically. I thought he was tremendous. So good that it makes me want to go back and watch it again, honestly. So the story's fun, too. Like I say, you kind of play along with this murder mystery. You're not sure what's real and what's not. You know, is this a great movie? No, it's ridiculous. It probably won't be the funniest movie of the year, but I laughed consistently. Like I said, I could watch it again. I thought it was really solid, a pleasant surprise. 3 out of 4 for me.
So that's the one to go to have some fun.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, next up is Small Enough for to Jail.
Yeah, this is called Abacus, Small Enough to Jail. So this is a documentary that's nominated for Best Doc at this year's Oscars. You can watch this one for free on Amazon Prime, or just Google PBS and Abacus and you can watch it for free. But anyway, this is a movie that tells a story you probably haven't heard about. It's this family, the Sung family, that runs this small chain of banks in Chinatown in New York City. And it's a portrait of a people that are just always doing the right thing, seemingly. The guy who started this bank is really like George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life. Anytime they mess up, they over-report their mistakes. They make sure to cover all their bases. But when the 2008 financial crisis went down, Lehman Brothers, Goldman Sachs, all these banks were not charged with any crimes. The only bank that was Abacus. And so it's this David and Goliath tale of these really seemingly good people trying to prove their innocence to the federal government. So it asks interesting questions not only about banking practices, but also about our criminal justice system. And while it may seem dry, I mean, you say things like subprime mortgages and my eyes start to, close. This movie's actually...
Don't tell Paul Feig that.
Yeah, he's not here. I'm good. This is actually an exciting movie. They make it into a really fun courtroom drama. And so this is a movie that is educational and entertaining. I'd say 3.5 out of 4 stars. Really enjoyed this one. So if you want to catch up on an Oscar nominee, like I say, Google PBS and Abacus and you can watch it for free.
Okay, well, 3 great reviews and a nice tie this morning. Will, thank you so much for joining us. We can check out your Facebook page.
Yep,
you replaced me with Leslie on your Facebook page.
Yeah, I promised Leslie last week that I would.
Yeah, we're going to end this segment right now and send it over to Leslie and Rebecca.